In today's Quick Tip Tuesday, we're going to be talking about a piece of gear you might already have in your garage collecting dust that's actually an incredible filmmaking stabilization tool. And it's better than the one wheel. Those things are expensive. Before we jump into that though, today's quick tip is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. I use them because they're the best. Thousands of songs to choose from, tons of different sound effects for anything that you're working on. And oh, by the way, there's a totally free trial. First link in the description. Jump in there, download some music, download some sound effects, play around, make some sweet videos. Totally free. Okay, today we are talking about a piece of gear that might already be in your garage collecting dust, and it's actually an incredible cinematic filmmaking tool. And I already said it, but it's better than the one wheel. The one wheel has taken off in popularity amongst YouTube filmmakers, but it hasn't really transitioned to bigger budget films. And why is that? It's because people fall down on their one wheel a lot. Now imagine if that happened, but you had some crazy cinema rig in your hands and you just, oh, that would be terrible. Even if you just had what I use, it's still a $5,000 rig. I couldn't imagine vlogging with that and all of a sudden, blip, 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 boom, and slamming that into the ground. So what do I use, and what's actually used on a lot of big productions is rollerblades. These things are an incredible filmmaking tool to get really long, really smooth shots that you couldn't otherwise get. Morgan was headed to the beach this morning to go for a run with Eleanor, so I tagged along and I brought my hockey skates. I just got a couple of quick shots with her, totally handheld. There's no gimbal involved here, just myself, my camera in my hands, and my hockey skates. I got all that, just me, my camera, and my hockey skates. I was just hand holding. I was at 50 and sometimes 70 millimeters, really zoomed in, which normally that introduces a lot more shake, and it looked decent. Very usable. You could add a gimbal into that and it would be Hollywood style cinematic. Which brings me back to when I first saw this technique really used well, and that was 2013. Vincent LaForêt filmed a little behind the scenes video for the Movi M10, I think it was. There was a shot in the behind the scenes video where the cameraman had his camera on a gimbal. I think he was holding it on a top handle, and he actually skates into the scene as the subject comes out, gets into a taxi. The cameraman slides up, puts the camera through the window, holds onto the taxi as the taxi takes off, skates with the girl, so it's a shot inside the taxi, and then lets go and gets this incredible sweeping shot as the guy skates around the corner. And I can vividly remember first watching that and just being blown away. And ever since then, I knew that these were a filmmaker's best friend. And yes, while I know a lot of YouTubers have the one wheel and they do a lot of shooting on the one wheel, I think for maybe a long straight shot like this, or maybe a long shot this way, it works. But what if your subject's on that side and you're trying to film like this as you go? It's the same reason that like in the X Games, even when the snowboarders are doing their jumps, it's a skier that's holding the gimbal, chasing the snowboarder, trying to film the snowboarder as they're doing tricks. It's a skier because from this position, I can go like this, or I can go like this. Even on rollerblades, you can film backwards. You can go backwards and film like this. Don't try that on a one wheel. People, seriously, a lot of people fall down on the one wheel. Okay, 3 tips though when filming while rollerblading. Number one is look for rollerblades with large wheels. Look for something around 90 millimeters or 100 millimeters. The larger the wheel, the more vibrations they're gonna soak up. You can be on a rougher surface and not get so much of that vibration into your hands. And speaking of wheels, you wanna look for 74A or 78A wheels. That's the softness of the wheels. And 74 and 78 are on the softer side, again, absorbing more of those road vibrations and dampening the vibrations in your hands, translating to the camera. Every time I film, I use my old hockey skates, which both have small and hard wheels. Not ideal, but I already have them. And these things are like, I think 19 years old. I think 19 years ago is when I got these for hockey in high school. Whew, getting a little old. Then the last tip with the rollerblades is that you don't actually want to be skating while you're filming. So what you want to do is you want to see your subject in motion. You want to create that skating forward momentum and then just coast as you film. So you want to kind of be in a coasting mode and just film your subject, boom, 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 boom. Otherwise, you're going to see that motion. If you're skating, you're going to see a lot of that motion in the movement. So again, you really want to skate hard and then go and coast to get the shot. Then as a bonus to all this, practice a lot on your rollerblades, especially if they're in your garage and they're dusty and you haven't skated for a while. Practice on them to get good. Because people still fall down on rollerblades. And you don't want to be holding an expensive camera like this when you fall on your rollerblades. That would be terrible. And that is it. That's your Quick Tip Tuesday. Grab some old rollerblades from your garage, get them back on your feet, get comfortable on them first. Maybe you wear wrist guards like I make Morgan wear wrist guards. And once you're comfortable again, get your camera in your hand and start trying to do really cool movements and shots with your camera on rollerblades. And if you do it, post it on Instagram, tag me on Instagram. I wanna see what you guys create if you take this little challenge of mine. But don't blame me if you do fall and like hurt yourself or hurt your camera. It's not my fault. You do this at your own risk, huh? Okay, Quick Tip Tuesday. I'll see you soon. Also, head over to Instagram, find this post, the 100,000 subscriber Insta360 giveaway. Still going on. I think it goes on till August 16th or 17th. I wrote it on Instagram. It'll say it over there. But again, go to that post, do all the things that it says to do, and you could win an Insta360 also. Good luck out there. I believe in you. I think you can do it. I don't actually have anywhere to go. I was just putting my rollerblades back.